I have heard about a whole lot of hate that's being directed at our trans community. Anybody who is using this as an opportunity to villainize our trans community or any other community out there has lost their sense of common humanity.
Today was a sad day indeed. A Catholic school where young children were attending Mass was a scene of a crime, of a shooting by a transgender shooter who had shot 17 and 2 kids lost their lives. 2 little children lost their lives. Sadly enough, what we just heard from the mayor of Minneapolis, he expresses more concern for the rights of the transgender community than those that have lost their lives and who were injured in this nonsensical event that should have never happened to begin with. Romans 1:32 tells us, though they know God's righteous decree that those who practice such things deserve to die. He's talking about sin. They not only do them, but they give approval to those who practice them. That's exactly what we're seeing in our society today. We see this very clear, that it's not just allowing sin, they are promoting sin. So when they support these things, these lifestyles, that is exactly what Romans 1 is showing us in live time to us every day that we see. We see that Romans 1 is being played out before our eyes.
The wrath of God is already operating in our culture. And God has abandoned our society on a wide scale and let our society go the way it chooses to go without restraint. But God has abandoned our society because our society has first abandoned God. There is no surer and no sadder evidence of a corrupted, wicked, abandoned society than when that society will not tolerate anger against sin. Our society won't tolerate anger against sin. Our society feeds on sin and wants no one to deny it, its iniquities.
And don't just say this is about thoughts and prayers right now. These kids were literally praying. It was the first week of school. They were in a church. These are kids that should be learning with their friends. They should be playing on the playground.
The mayor makes a comment about prayers, that they were in prayer, basically saying that prayer is useless. The mayor makes a comment about prayers, that they were in prayer, basically saying that prayer is useless, which is an insult to even be talking about prayer like that, that it is of no concern or of no use, that they were in prayer during this event, that maybe it shouldn't have happened while they were praying. It is clear to see that this is a godless man who is living for the world and the ideologies of the world and not caring one iota for anything that is of God. God's creation, those little children, perish today. And he is more worried about the transgender community.
The glory, the greatness, the majesty of God, the humiliation, sinfulness, the wretchedness, the unworthiness of man, that is the stuff of real praying. So I say again, prayer is the most distilled essence of personal worship. And if it is to be worship, then it's going to be like this, where you're calling on God's glory and not your own promotion. Jesus said, Father, glorify your name. And the Father essentially said, I have and I will. I have and I will.